try this again. I'm trying to prove a point. These fucking assholes closed the ticket out. So I'm, oh, we don't need to do that. It's like, no, you need to do that. Oh, so somebody's planting trees in the easements, I mean the parkway. And I gotta wonder if there's any easements here. Doesn't seem like it. I don't see any indications of. These are the kind of things I start thinking about now. Just, it was part of some beautification project, seemed like a good idea. You hope they did their homework. Dude was having sex in the car. that's I caught too much of an eyeful there. I wasn't even trying to observe them. I didn't care anything about them. I was looking at the other situation. See, right there, that's a perfect illustration. There's a blind spot here. You couldn't see me. You couldn't zipping around and boop. You know, I never thought about prostitution. Now that's all I'm going to be thinking about. Dude parked in the wrong direction. There's a lot going on over here. There is a lot going on here. She was kind of cute too. But I should not have, like I said, I didn't need to see that. I come out here to relax. The last thing I need to be is getting aroused. I come here to clear my head, not fill it with more shit. Yep, pardon me. Coming through.
Sorry, man.
Yeah. So the way it was explained to me, no, it's not what I'm thinking. It's not, but it could be coming from here. This whole alleyway could be the source. And it looks like it is. All I know is this is a hazard. Oh yeah, yeah, they fixed it. Yes. Okay. They did what I thought they were going to do. They put the LED one in there. Can't run anymore, man. So sorry if Grandpa's taking too long to get across the street here. They say they're gonna fix that. What is it with all these? Somebody must have took a bunch of sunglasses and then they ran out in a hurry and like dropped a bunch of them and broke the frames or something, because I'm seeing I'm seeing all of these sunglass lenses. Monday I sat there and I picked up like 2 or 3 of them. And I look over there and there's another one. I was like, there can't be that many clumsy people. All the trash around here tells a story. Okay, hit the button. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Ah, the template. Okay. Why was he honking at me? That intersection's designed badly. So you got to make a left turn, and you only got so much time, and then you have to wait some more. You don't care? I don't care. No, I'm trying to make it across. This is a nice night for zombies. It makes no sense. He was coming down that way, then he crossed the street, then he walked this way, then he crossed back across the street again. I wasn't even trying to observe this turkey. I don't know what he's doing. I just like, get out of whatever. All right. That looks like zip ties, but I hope that's not zip. I don't think that's zip ties. I think it's bolts, but it's just. Oh, this tree's really come, man. I remember when this was a little sapling. One of these trees, I took my water bottle and I put it under there for a second. This is back when I had like fancy water bottles. I had an Under Armour and I brought it with me, put it down by the tree, ran around, came back, and it was gone. And he was like, why are you surprised? I was like, back then it was a water bottle. They're cheap. I was a poor student, not gonna afford a water bottle. Somebody just decided it's gonna take your water bottle with your beverage in it. I think about all the things that people steal and I wonder why. Like, I had some cones. I was doing sprints. Went around the block. I said, I'll come back here later and I'll pick up my cones and then I'll head back to the house. Went around the neighborhood. Took me about 30 minutes. Came back and the cones were gone. Cones. Cheap, plastic, $10 cones. Someone says, I want that. must have been one hell of a storm, because like I said, I'm looking and I've never seen the water that that filled up. Usually you can see like the little round pipe. You can't even see the pipe. It's all blocked off. Let's see what wildlife's in there. Sometimes the turtles are blinking at me. You can't see nothing in there. But even this part, this is going to take me 2 hours. I just can't help myself. Yeah, I've never. Well, let me see the. Yeah, you can't even see the output, the outlet there. Never actually seen that observation deck. I don't really care about the planes. Man, there are a lot of bugs out here. Okay, so now the Dollar General is closed. Is there a light coming from there? Nice. I'm not gonna say a damn thing. This is good work. Nice. Undone. Undone, you done did good. Not bad. We got some budding artists, man. Like I went down there one time and I was gonna get pictures of it, and I got busy with all this other bullshit, and I never got a chance. And then the city just, I said, I was gonna go give some shout outs. That's pretty neat though. Undone, I like that. Shows a poetic someone who she came undone. And I accidentally went to the next song, and it's the random chick tune mix from Krillus. Everybody's getting frisky tonight. I guess it's a good night for, oh, it's spring break. That's okay. I get it. Okay. I haven't been a student in a long time. Makes total sense now. Yeah, this is the part I hate. It takes a minute. That's totally where I'm at. You know what? Let's do this the right way. Okay. I don't even know what day it is. Is the 19th, 18th? What is it? Heaven forbid you should help me out here. Is today's date? I don't know. Okay, I get that, but why can't I just find the simple thing like the goddamn date? Where's my calendar at? There it is. Okay, the day is the 18th. I think it's the 18th, I don't know. Fuck it. There's a way to put photos in here, and I can't remember. No. What was it? Bachman weight lock. Okay, yeah. Bachman Lake Walk Audit 2026-03-18. So there's already a project with that name. So this is what makes things last, like it takes. Okay, so there was a media button on here somewhere. Where was that? Damn it, I should have never. It's not saving it. I don't know what's wrong with this stupid thing. It's like, okay. There's the undo button on here. Oh, okay, so the place mark gets a title. All right. I get it now. Park light out next to BLT 11 something. Bachman Lake Walk Audit 2026-03-18. That's right, sniff the evil. Pointing out issues to be addressed later by 311, period. All right, cool. All right, so that was between, okay, so that's, okay, it's 10, I always get so confused, it's 103 and 102 is the marker. There we go. I'm gonna burn through the batteries real quick. And I only brought one battery with me, but I mean, I only needed to, you know? See, even that's lit. Okay, so there's a guy slumped over in there. All right, what time is it? 22:28. So I gotta hurry up. I'm gonna be out here long enough to see the lights go out. So in their head, they're thinking to themselves, okay, well, we have to save electricity, so they only keep the lights on for about 4 hours a day. But to get around that, the city can afford solar panels. They can put them up in a location, put cameras around them, and generate all the power they'll need. Anyway, that's in my head. I was thinking, saying it out loud and realizing where I'm at. In a nice neighborhood, yes, you could have you could have solar panels and a battery that sit there, and during the day they store up enough energy to where at night these parking lights can stay on all night. But how long would it be before somebody comes in there and tries to steal the batteries or the solar panels? Or they break it out of spite, or they tag it with graffiti or paint or something. And I just hate feeling so negative like that. It could work anywhere but here. But the point is, it could work. It probably is. If it can work, if I think it can work, it means that somebody's got it out there somewhere where there's a park with a solar panel system. It would not take that big of an array. They could put an array. They could put an array on top of the water treatment plant, and that would be more than enough power to supply all the lights around here. I want to say that's about a 25 panel system. They could put a 25 panel system at like 300, 450 watts per panel and have more than enough to power all the lights around here for 8 hours. The way I got it is I got solar panels in my house, and I charge my battery, my little mini batteries, every couple of days, and that's enough to run a TV, a 55-inch TV, a couple of computers, and two what kind of lights are those? 13 watt? I think they're 13 watts. Two 13-watt bulbs. And I can get through about 8 to 12 hours of watch time and light with that. It's kind of funny how I'm sitting there trying to get the ticket on the light, and I got somebody with their dogs running around loose. Well, they're still little lab dogs, but if I had gotten bit, I was like, hey, see you in small claims court. I've done it before. I'm not even scared of getting bit anymore because it's annoying, it hurts a little bit, but I'm good for 2 more years. I got my shots, man. Does your dog have his? All right. I got a post somewhere. I don't have a post somewhere. This light's always out. And I was going to use this thing here as a reference, but apparently somebody just put these red ribbons all over everywhere. All right. And I need to put a pin in this, and I can't. There we go. All right, add a marker, save the project. Park light out between 134 and 133. Let's add some media to it. That'll work. I need 3 points of reference for 3D. All right, point of reference, the bank. Point of reference, the relay tower. Sorry. Okay, point of reference, the radar guidance tower. And I just need a marker, but we don't have one next by. I take that back. Here we go. There's one right here. All right. Start taking pictures of the sign posts. You know, I can point out that they need a new sign, and they'll just say, "We'll get around to it." Yeah, I was right. Man, this thing takes good. Like, you know what? They were talking about the Google Pixel. They're right. It takes a Hell of a good picture. So next is 132, and that's where that dirt marker is. So yes, I was right. Between, I'll just say, you know what, I'll say this later. All right, cool. Oh no, don't tell me I just, fuck, god damn it. Oh good, okay. Man, I was about to all right. Sometimes I'm doing it and it makes it feel like I got rid of the marker. And this interface is just kind of, it's really, like I hit the back button, it feels like I lost what I just saved, but then it says, no, I see your marker. I was like, okay. So the weird thing is, sometimes there's 2 or 3 lights that are out over there. This time it's just the one. And they'll be telling me, Mr. Young, we are fix it, and we do fix it. It's just that for whatever reason that one keeps going out. I don't think it goes out. I think that the city's got kind of a nudge, wink, thing going on between them and the aviation. Hey, this light kind of messes with us. All right. Oh, it's doing a live track. Oh, this is sweet. This is the best. Say they're playing this. All right. Erosion control issue next to BLT 132. Media. Yeah, the Google takes a really damn good picture. I will give it up to them. The Pixel, I mean, the Pixel takes a pretty damn good picture. Okay, so anytime you need to add something to it, you just tap the thing and it starts doing, okay. All right, cool. Standing in the dirt. This will be so much better during the day, but I just can't get out here during the day. And of course it would be dark. It's alright, I got pictures of the tree anyway. Do I have pictures of the tree? I do now. Okay. Alright. Let's get a new marker over here. Park light out next to BLT 132. But shit, the whole block of them are out. Alright, well, look, both of them are out. Better make that plural. Okay, done. All right. Well, damn. All right, we got multiple lights out. This whole block's out. Oh no, that's not that one. Damn, every damn light's out. Is it because it's 10 o'clock? No, I got 15 till. Did they turn? I guess they did turn them all out, didn't they? I think they just turned them all out. Which means they did it early. Well, this is useless. Fucking assholes. They said, nobody's gonna be doing nothing in the next 15 minutes. I was like, oh no. Park doesn't close until 11. That must be what happened. Alright. Well, so much for that. Nah, it's just stupid. It's just really stupid. You got on your sign that it closes at 11 p.m. And then I guess to send some kind of message of how stupid you are, you cut out the lights 15 minutes before the place is supposed to close. So someone just trying to squeeze out that walk in a safe environment suddenly finds themselves instantly in the dark. And they say, well, what difference does it make if it's 15 minutes before or 15 minutes after? And I was like, it makes all the difference. You're a few yards away from your car. And as one wise man told me, why were they turning out the lights anyway, creating a public safety issue? Saving a few bucks so you can risk a lot of lives. And of course we got the situation where people sleep here. You want to discourage some of that? Make the area well lit. No, I'm thinking that something went out over here. Because stuff's out that isn't normally out. And then I've never been here at 11 o'clock at night. Maybe this is standard operating procedure. No, suddenly it's not a mystery as to why somebody could come out here and tag. Why stuff gets broke. No, they just turned out the lights 15 minutes early. Here's video documented proof. All right, let me see if I can do this. Oh wait, is it bolted in? It's bolted in. It's not bolted in. Oh, it's bolted in. It's weird. Is it bolted in? No, it's not bolted in. It's been like that for months. So some idiot in a big truck came through here and hit that and knocked it into the... I thought it was heavier than it was. So the bottom line is I can fix these, or I can move these. I can move these. That's not fixing the issue, that's just moving it. Yeah, it's been there a while. They're all like this. How much does that weigh? It's like 275 pounds. Lightweight. I shouldn't say it like that, but when you can do what I have done, 275 pounds, it was my warm-up weight. I kid you not, I used to warm up at 315. I ain't that guy anymore. Nah, I didn't say on what lift, but you can kind of gather from what I'm doing here what lift. Now, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna come back through here, and all of these will be knocked back into the walk path. You want to walk around the park? No. We turn that off after 10:45. See, that's proof right there. Lights out. Let's go ahead and get our bedding down. Now that might be why they did it. Maybe the people that sleep here, they just wanted to give them something that, you know, I'd have to stare up at the... They wanted to give them a dark environment to catch some shut-eye. And I love how they passed an ordinance that says you can't sleep in public places. The Supreme Court says it's against the law to camp out, like, you know, to be a homeless. And just because the law of the land says that doesn't make it, oh, okay, that homelessness just ended overnight. No, you got to enforce it. And there's no way you want to enforce something like that. The jails are already filled up, and the last thing you want to be doing is cuffing somebody, doing the paperwork, and just putting them in a place that it's going to be a revolving door. I bring them in, you know, you bring them in, and then and then kick them right back out again. Something is wrong when the jails are always full. So the skate park's still lit. Anyway, the end of this month, we're supposed to be opening up the new pathway. It's done. I needed to see what the first part looks like, and it's done, and then the last part's done. So I wish my dad could have lived to seen it, because what my dad would do is he would walk to the levee, and because the ground was so badly broken and twisted and narrow, he'd turn right back around. He'd only walk on the parts that had the new concrete that was wide enough and smooth enough to where he could navigate it after his stroke. There was a car there. Can I lift this? Yep. How strong that wind was. You know, the sad thing is I'll come back here next month and this will all still be here. Why am I doing this? Who else is going to do it? Why did I just do this? You don't care about cars. I don't give a fuck about cars, but people who ride bikes will get over into the right-hand lane. When a car comes by, you need all the space you can get. That's why you do this. It's not perfect. Can't eat off of it. But it's better than it was. Oh, they never closed this gate. Okay. Huh? Oh yeah. Sorry. Just
like the way the lights are situated, it looks like there's like two torsos until you get closer. It's like, what is this, like Goro from Street Fighter coming up?
Or there was a guy from in my generation, it was Ghosts and Goblins. Satan had he had a face and then he had this big thing on his chest.
Yeah.
So he had a face on his chest. It was weird looking.
So they're looking at it, it's like, oh, because the two lights, it's like, oh, are those the four headlights? It's like, oh no, shoulders.
Like a Dullahan or something. Yeah, it's Lucifer. It's not just Satan, it's Lucifer. But that was I come by here and, like I said, I always wonder what time they close this place off, but they don't close the gate.
They close at, the park closes at 11.
Right.
Skate park closes at 10. Because I guess that, you know, parks close at 11 in Dallas in general.
Yeah, but so like I'm walking around and they don't turn the lights out until 11. They turn it off at 10:45.
Well, yeah, they turn those lights off at 10.
No, all around.
Yeah, so basically the skate park closes at 10.
Yeah.
The park's still open till 11, so
But
they have to get the gate open till 11. Now they're closing that at 10.
They didn't.
And it rolls, it's a rolling gate, you can roll up and get out, so it won't lock you in, but it's like, you can't close the park at 10, because it's like, it even says on the sign, the park, I guess like just Bachman Park in general.
I came here last week at midnight, and that gate was wide open.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't close at all then, I guess.
Yeah, like somebody broke the gate already, so.
I mean.
And then I looked over on the little dome there, and somebody broke off the tile, and then they got graffiti on there, so it's not good graffiti. Huh?
Where at?
You want me to show you?
Someone broke the tile over here?
No, so, you know where they put that little, it's like a tunnel.
Yeah.
And you go through it and it's got all the neat little graffiti on it. So you look through there, the tiles broke off on the left side. Somebody snapped off, or maybe it just fell off. It was just a bad tile job.
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of graffiti on the inside of the tunnel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's on the inside of the tunnel at least.
Yeah, but it's not
the ramps and.
Yeah, but I don't mind it.
Yeah, that's still disrespectful.
Yeah, but
I mean, if there was a mural there, they were like, they have license to use the mural on the outside.
Right, and there is some good graffiti around here, but that just wasn't good enough to just stick around. Like they got another piece over here off of it's by what is it, 105, 106? Yeah, 105. I just looked over there where the spillway was. Some dude tagged it and it says undone, UNDUN, and I said, you know what, this is too good. I'm not gonna say anything. I like a sweet tag every once in a while.
Yeah, as long as, you know, if there's work done into it, like a brand, I guess. You know.
Yeah. Sometimes it's a message, you know.
That's funny. I was at a skate park like in Midlothian, like way out in the suburbs. It's like, I don't know, the graffiti at the like, it wasn't like graffiti. It was just more like, you know, like some schoolyard like spray paint was like on the wall, said porn. Like that's like
yeah,
like,
just
that was
yeah,
the whole thing. No,
right.
Like, nothing to it. Like,
whereas if the guy had put like bubble letters with a little sparkle and said PR0N, you'd have been like, that's kind of neat.
It was just like no,
prawn.
It was like straight up in. There's a wiener, you know, school binders. I was like, wow,
yeah,
be out here, man.
It's kind of funny that historically, like Rome fell. There's no longer any gladiators. There's no longer any centurions, but graffiti remains, and there's graffiti just like that.
Oh yeah, man. There's I mean, I was in New York City, and I was looking at like some of the graffitis. Like, you had to have like a harness and a rope to drop from above to get to, kind of thing. Like, man, these guys are hardcore. Like,
right.
They had to climb up there, you know, like that, you know, building climber stuff, and climb up there, and then have to lower themselves, like, you know, type of thing with some, you know, rock climbing equipment.
And that was a news article too. There was a guy from India, 2,500 years ago. He went into the tombs of the pharaohs, and he left graffiti, and he left his tag. He said something like Omad was here. Kumar was here, and it was just like, and it was spelled out in Sanskrit, and they were looking at it, and they were like, they realized this, that this guy left graffiti in most of the temples, and they said this was like short, like about 500 years after they had closed them. And then on top of that, they said that he once again he would have to have a harness. It's like, this guy was hardcore here.
When you think about it, like, you know, sometimes there's like movies, it's like, oh, it takes place in this time period, and like someone from here ends up over here, and it's just like a crazy story. It's like,
right,
there had to be a few of those, right? So it's like, we're seeing evidence of one right there. It's like, yo, I'm so far away from home. My people don't even think the world is this big.
Yeah.
I'm here. Like, just like, we would do the same shit, you know, but like a date, put a little heart with the initials of you and your significant other. They're like, hey babe, look. Oh, how sweet are you?
People just want to be acknowledged.
I don't know. It's just like, you might as well, when you're there, you're like, heh.
Yeah.
Hell, some people can't resist a little wet cement when they walk. It's like, oh.
We're putting the locks on gates, on fences.
Yeah.
That thing. This is our forever lock. Like, the lock's still there, but the relationship long since ended.
I mean, hell, even if you're like, you know, you're separated, like, it'll be years later in the future, you'll look at it and be like, ha, I remember this. Like, you know, it's like nostalgic. Like,
right.
The time period. It's like, oh, you're a certain age, certain mentality.
I'm
like, when I was with her, it's like, I can't believe I completely forgot about all that. Like, you know, that was like a 3-week relationship. Felt like forever back then. You know, kid or something, whatever.
Right.
It's just like nostalgic. Like, I remember I was like in like an old Fuddruckers before it closed, and I was just like looking at some of the shit in the windowsill. It was like K and D, like something like circa 98 or 2001. It was just like,
right.
Like, just like the things they would put was so like, what are they on with this? Like, what memory is going on here?
Yeah, it's not going to be the grand mission. It's not going to be the what do you say, the wisdom provoking message that's going to span all time. It's just
some stuff. It's like, oh my gosh, I remember that being a thing. Or, you know, you see the little S.
Yeah.
You know, the stupid S kids put, you know, on their binders. And, you know, you never know why you did it.
Right.
You did it because like
everyone else was doing it.
I don't know. It just was fun to draw.
Yeah.
Like, how do you draw that? It's like our first bubble letter we learned to do. Yeah. You know the pointed S I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I've seen it everywhere. So before that generation.
Looked into it. What did that stand for? And nobody knows what it means. It was just, it's an example of like child lore, where kids kind of push their own stories. Like, it's like Marilyn Manson removed the rib. It's like his own Lear's one. Yeah. Like, people are like, adults and people in the world were like, I've actually researched the phenomenon. Like, where did this come? It's part of child lore. Like, you know, it's almost like it's like a 4chan meme getting like gravity or something, right? It's the same thing. It's just like something kids would say in middle school. Right. And like it would get traction and people like you know, it's like, where did this knowledge come from? It comes from nowhere. Just like people just say it. Like,
yeah. World War II, they had that. They had
it's a little believable too. Like,
yeah.
It's like that seems about right, you know, kind of thing.
Right. But they had that in World War II. They had one called Kilroy was here, and everybody would put that all over everything, or latrines, walls. So, just Kilroy was here. It was a picture of a guy with a big long nose, and his nose is pointing over the wall, and his two hands.
Just pushing the legend.
Yeah. So they're like, who was Kilroy? And it's like, I don't know, just some random thing some guy came out with. So, all right, man.
You out of here, brother?
Yeah, I got.
Firewood.
Leave that. No, he said they got a rule. Figure I'd help him out. I got to get some steps in. All right, we're good to go. I missed the train. Damn. The one time. You know, I used to say, oh, there'll be other trains, but not there's really not that many anymore. It used to be that it was like every night at around 3 a.m. you'd hear the train go off and it would haul the Coca-Cola supplies to their bottling plant. Somebody left a chalk drawing on the table. I decided not to move it. Who knows? Maybe they'll come back for it.
What do they put?
Yeah, it's got a pretty girl. What do you call it? A pretty waifu over there. So.
Oh, a waifu.
Yeah.
The anime kind.
Right.
I bet they have a pillow on.
There you go. All right, take care, man.
All right, brother. What was your name?
Wayman. What's yours?
Wayman?
Yeah.
Jake. JT.
Okay. Take care, JT.
I'm usually out here. I'm trying to be out here more often.
I came over here last time. They had three young guys. One guy, I guess he was a preacher or something, or like a street preacher, and a couple other dudes that were hanging out with him. They're usually.
Oh, was it Kenny Hampton?
Might have been.
The preacher? Yeah, he does like some skating service kind of thing.
Yeah, but he was young. He was like 18, 19. He was trying to figure out what he was. Yeah, this guy was like 18, 19, trying to figure out what he was going to do. He said he was from way over in Rockwall. So.
Probably part of that.
Yeah. But.
They're good, you know. They try to.
It's like nobody's actually like. I haven't met any local people like from way over, like way up north of 635.
I was out here basically every day until some turmoil happened in my life. I'm trying to get back to skateboarding every day and stay in shape. You know.
Gotcha.
Get back to focusing on my nutritional intake and drinking less and all that. You know what I mean?
Self-maintenance.
Yeah. You know, I used to focus on that, and I felt better than I ever in my life.
Yeah.
It was a rough year last year.
Oh, do you want me to cut you out, by the way?
Cut me out?
Yeah, I post this on YouTube sometimes.
What's up?
I post, yeah, so.
Oh, yeah, no, as long as I don't look stupid. Like, hey, made me look good, dog.
No, I just leave it raw. I just like put it up there and it's like, oh, okay, I know that guy.
Yeah.
So, but sometimes it's like people share stuff with me, and I'm like, dude, you're oversharing right now. No. It was just like stuff like, yeah, it was me and such, and I went over here and I did this with them, and the social security number is that, and this is my grandma's middle name. I was like, no, don't tell me anymore.
Oh yeah, dude, you can use whatever you use. Just use judgment to make me look
presentable.
Make me look good for the women.
All right, JT, and on that note.
All right, brother.
Take care. Okay, I'm down to 1 battery. And I'm not even halfway across around the thing. So yeah, he saw me cleaning up the thing over here, and I was just like, nah, this just works my nerves, man. Somebody, like I said, the city could fix these things. What's the term I heard? Tom fiddling? I'm running into a lot of guys that are Tom fiddling. Not everybody. Like, there's some people, you tell them something, you tell them, hey, this is going on over in the city, and they go above and beyond. It's like, yeah, I saw this, and I also saw this, and I put a ticket in about that too. And I was like, damn. Thank you, man. Best I could do is a thumbs up and a note to the higher ups. But he said, you look like Robo. Y'all will probably see it. He said, look like RoboCop with all that stuff. He said, nobody can see my face. I think I posted when I came down here last week. Like I'll be getting home by midnight. So this looks like it's going to be the start of another project. I was out here the other day and they had a whatchamacallit. Oh, they're planting trees. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right. So they're planting trees. Cool, cool. All right, going off the beaten path here. I had to keep putting in tickets. Not with the city though, with Encore. Just kept mentioning to them, hey, I was like, man, did somebody break in through the fence? I was like, nah, they're gonna plant trees over here. So there's some kind of, I'll have to ask the friends of Bachman Lake, what are y'all doing over here? And I'll say, I don't know nothing about it. Let me go ahead and take a picture. You never know. Maybe they don't know anything about it. Fence open over by Shorecrest and, excuse me, not Shorecrest, Webb Chapel Extension in Denton, by Denton Bridge, period. No, it doesn't. It keeps. Yeah, I was like, why do you keep highlighting? See, and I keep hitting it, and it keeps ignoring me. I'm like, all right. What? I don't know what's going on here. Why you're stuck in stupid right now? It's like, do you want to do the whole thing? I was like, see, this is a bug. It has nothing to do with the fact that I am using gloves. You know what? Fuck it. I'll just take some pictures and be on our merry way. See how good the zoom is. That's pretty damn good, actually. Oh well, I couldn't. It's not like it was readable. Okay, we're done. Fix it later. My biggest worry was I did like 15,000 steps yesterday, and then today it'll be like 15,000, 20,000 more. I thought I was going to be hurting a whole lot more than I am right now. Back feels fine. There's no problem with the soles of my feet. I mean, my plantar tendon is fine. I'm not even tired or thirsty. So I could probably walk 7 miles every day if I just really focus the right way. Let's put it this way, as long as the temperature's like this. Of course, the problem is I'm not consistent. I'm over here stopping off for a second, taking a picture of this, stopping off, talking to a guy, stopping off and picking up trash. This is one of those things where you want to say something, but you realize that this is going away in 2 weeks. Oh yeah, that's right. to whip out the battery. I can already see that. It's not a big deal. It's just, it takes time for me to weave it through. That's all right. I'll get it next time. All right. Out of service, not in service. Okay. I was like, man, it's like they got trains running all the way till midnight. It's like, no, don't get your hopes up. This is Dallas. So it's a city that wants to be taken seriously, but it shuts down its trains at 11:30. Maybe just that train before I get all high and mighty. But you know the city, you know what it's capable of. No, I guess he thinks he's he's an idiot who thinks he's fast and furious. I don't know. Just I have never seen. I'm confused. Like I said, I can't remember. There was a whole mess up they made back then. It was gone in 60 seconds, and the transporter, and it's not really a racing one though, is it? No. But there were all of these anti-hero testosterone and high octane dramas. I don't know what else to call them, because Fast and Furious just kind of became its own genre. The funny thing about the series is no, I did start with American cars, but it's always like muscle cars from way back in the 70s. Apparently we don't make souped up cars anymore. And then the car manufacturer was like, hey, we want in on this. So they started making them with, I guess, the modern versions of the old muscle cars. And then to appeal to the Tokyo crowd, I think they had one with Japanese cars. I think they had 10 of them. I can't keep up, man. I saw the first one and that was it. And I didn't really see the first one. I saw how did that work out? I went to someone's house. I was unemployed. Went to someone's house. Am I sure I didn't go see? I can't remember if I saw the first Fast and Furious in the theater or if I saw it on video. Like I saw it was a DVD. I think I saw it on DVD. It was somebody bought the DVD, popped it in. I'm talking all over the whole time. I'm looking. Every once in a while I peer my head over and it's like, wait, what's happening here? No, I didn't. Yeah, I saw it I saw a little bit of it during a conversation. All right, so in what, 10 days they start doing the circle jerk. Look at what we did. We're so great. And it's election year, so you know they're all going to be there. I'm not going to be there because they always do these things on like a Saturday. I never go to these events because I'm always doing real work. What I like about the celebrations is it's a chance for the community to get together and to see, yes, there are some things there's some nice things in this neighborhood. That's pretty much where it ends, though. You don't even cut that out. Nope. My embarrassing bodily functions. Because this is a video journal. This isn't professional spit and polish. Something I'm going to use to turn into a career someday. I'm going to be famous. This is... I walked this area for... it's going to be 26 years. 26 years come September. And these are the things that happened while I was out on walks. So you've been doing this for 26 years, but I've been posting on YouTube since 2014-15, and I stopped for a year. When did I stop? I stopped in 2022. No, 2021. It was whenever we got the IPCC report, Code Red for Humanity. I said that over and over again. I'm going to keep saying it over and over again. I read that and I said, it's over. And it's all these people sitting there telling me, well, you know, we do a few policy changes here, and we cut out this and we do that. And I was like, you're giving a scenario. That's what I kind of can't. I understand that you call me a climate change pessimist, but I'm just being realistic. I know people, and this is not like you. The way they communicate this thing is they're asking people to sacrifice, and there's going to be maybe a handful of people who do, but everyone else is like, why should I have to do that? What's in it for me? I was like, you get to keep on living. That's what's in it for you, but apparently that's not enough of a incentive, so here we go. They write this policy, the climate change policy thing, as if this is all that we're going to have to deal with the climate change. Like there's going to be some mass migrations, and yes, some people will starve, and yes, some people will go thirsty, and there's diseases that will spread. I was like, yes, but there will also be, like, they lightly gloss over societal collapse. I was like, no, that's a major part of it, because we have nukes now. That's the part I'm focusing on, societal collapse. That's going to start happening, and a bunch of other people are going to start wars to distract the people from the fact that things are really, really shitty. That's what dumbass is doing right now in Iran. And I wonder how long it's going to be before something nuclear happens in the next couple of years. And this isn't even the worst of climate change. This is just like the beginning. This isn't the appetizer. This is the smell of the appetizers from the kitchen. And we're already acting this stupid. Imagine how it's going to be when water is $10 a gallon. Not gas, water. When a bar of chocolate cost you your annual salary. Okay, that was the wind, I hope. Looks like somebody's got an animal staring at me. Well, that's holding. So despite all the wind, so yeah, people sit there and talk bad about Boy Scout knots. I got one still holding, baby. What is that? That's a coyote. That was a coyote. How could you tell? Because they do that kind of stuff. They look at you and they're like, I've seen a couple of coyotes in Farmers Branch in different areas, and for a second they're thinking creatures. They sit around and they think for a minute, and then they go off and do whatever they got to do. I thought that might have been a cat, but a cat looks up, looks down, looks up, looks down. That looked straight at me and was plotting. Oh yeah, I forgot. But it was a coyote. Where's the other ones? Once again, I've never really seen groups. I've always seen just one or two. So I'm sitting here looking, and they did a pretty good job. I don't think that guy was actually the police. Something's off about that car. That's pretty neat. I put in this request. That's the only thing I don't like. This is where microplastics come from. And then there's some people who say, well, why do you even ask for crosswalks? That's a waste of time. I was like, it is kind of, but I don't know, maybe it's something. I feel like I gotta do something. Anyway, crosswalk. Finally got it painted. Put in the ticket. I want to say it was March of last year. It was April. No, it was April last year. So. Two weeks. Me coming here at close to midnight. Or excuse me, I came out here at midnight last time. Was it midnight? Yeah, I think it was midnight. Yeah, it was midnight. Oh man, fucking city of Dallas. You know, the funny thing is a lot of people come here because it was affordable. And then prices got up to the point where even Dallas wasn't affordable anymore. So the growth slowed down a bit. People are still going up north. It's just a matter of time before that all runs out too. It just feels weird. I've been here so long that it was an okay area that was going downhill. Then it was abandoned. And now it's an okay area to be in again. But it's to go through the 3 or 4 phases of Dallas. You know, the way I'm talking, I don't think I'm going to be posting this. Yeah. Something I wanted to look at. Nah. You know what, maybe tomorrow. It's different when you're driving through it. No, it figures. It figures that when a good song, a really good song, comes on my headphones, I got every noise coming kick. Once again, 23:45, and it's loud. Tobacco. That's why I'm looking at this over here. Let's see if I can budge it even a little bit with my body weight. Yeah, actually I can move this. Man. Bow saw. Hit that right there. Yeah, I can move it a little bit. It's about do a gauge here. It's about 500 pounds. I can lift it. No, not anymore. I can move it, but it's such an awkward angle that I would risk injury. And there's no point to trying to lift that whole damn thing. I just need to cut it. And my little handsaw, oh my God, I would wear my arm out doing that. But with my bandsaw, with my bow saw, so not my bandsaw, my bow saw, it would take me about 30 minutes. But I would hack through that pretty good. But I'd look mighty silly coming up here carrying a bandsaw, or I mean a bow saw. I'd saw halfway through it. I need an axe too. Man, I got two good songs coming on this end. I got Jodeci and then Enchantment, which means that somebody's going to be test firing the engine in the middle of this. Lordy. No, I didn't expect it to be quiet. I was able to listen to all of Enchantment's Gloria. And unfortunately, Buffy the Vampire Slayer tainted that song for me. They never played it, but I keep thinking about Claire Kramer. She played Glory. I think her name's Claire Kramer. I just think about it. The segregation of the sexes. The men's bathroom, the gate's right there for you to see. Hey, you can't deposit anything over here. You're not worried about the guy's privacy or safety. Just the gate out there facing the lake that lets everybody know you can't come in here. The women's side, there's a big giant wall, and then that wall wraps around, and there's a gate. And I can't figure out why they would think there was some intimacy, because people from the road could see what's going on. So why did they make it symmetrical? Well, this is interesting. This is the kind of shit that you want to shred. God, do you guys want to leave anything else intimate that everybody and their brother can read? Oh well. Don't worry, the camera didn't catch any of that. No, I'm not taking this with me. Fuck these guys. This is why security breaches happen. You didn't put us yeah, I'm taking it with me. Because now I'm obligated by oath, not really a law per se, because nobody's gonna bust me for this. There's no legal apparatus anymore for going after me for this. Well, you know, by law, you see this, you're supposed to turn it in or shred it. It's like, fuck that. To who? Like the lady said, ain't nobody got time for that. But if it was, like I said, the thing that makes me want to, I'm going to take this with me and shred it, because it could be my name on this list. So I do it out of obligation, not out of legal pressure. So why am I mad? On this paper, I've got names. I got the locations they work at. I probably have employee IDs, whatever that identifier was that was on there. I think there were phone numbers on here too. No, my nosy bitch senses are tingling. I think there's a sidewalk underneath all of this. Oh yeah, there's a sidewalk underneath. Okay. So I call this in with Public Works. Public Works says, yeah, it looks like there was a sidewalk here. I'm gonna send that over to Parks. I was like, what? What does this have to do with Parks? The park's over there. This is this. No, I'm gonna send it to Parks. And I already know how this is gonna turn out. I'm going to have to go. I'm gonna have to put foot in ass. I hate bug passing, and they fucking do it all the time. Not all the time, but they do it too often. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this bug pass ends up. But I think when I'm done with all of my stuff, I'll come over here and I'll clear all of that off. That's 2 months. That's 2 months worth of work, and I got to figure out where to I'll put the dirt over there. Except they probably don't want me to do that. But hey, where else, you know? There's other weeds over there. I don't think I would cause too much of an invasive problem. I guess the worst thing that could happen is I put an ant mound or something over there, an ant colony. I play so many video games where you fight enemies that are like 10 times bigger than you. I hear that truck rattling and I keep thinking, here comes the mini boss. No, there's not a 1/4 inch of separation. Not yet. It's just weird that the sidewalk keeps breaking in spots over here. It's not weird, it's complicated. The trimmers of the street, the ground is dry underneath. They didn't pour it deep enough, but they'll never be able to pour it deep enough. I think I already measured this. That's not 36 inches. It's barely 33. Something to think about, huh? It's just another project. It's Just another irritating example of how Dallas hates pedestrians. I didn't measure that one because that one looks right. So it's hard not to get cynical and jaded. Like, this here doesn't make a lick of sense. I remember, I seem to remember there was a big rock here. And maybe they need to put that back. But they got that curve that juts out like that, and so somebody was trying to make a turn and run all them into this. And you can already see where there's scuffs here and there's scuffs on the inside. Some people have done just that. And these chunks taken out. Whack, 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 whack. These are all strikes. Gouges. And you tell them about it, and they say, yeah, that is bad. Nothing we can do. Yeah, that is bad, but you know, it's this group that's supposed to handle it. No, it's that group that's supposed to handle it. You know, technically it's the property owner's responsibility to deal with that. That gets closed. And I'm pointing it out because in order to have that conversation, I have to be up during the day, and I'm not. In order to have that conversation, I got to stay on it for months at a time, and I don't have that time. And I'm getting burned out. It's like I fought last year. Was it last year or year before last? I fought for months to get a sign put up. Not even like a new sign. Not something that this is going to be inconveniencing them because now they got to do a survey and find out if that's the optimal place to put it and all that other bullshit that they tell me. This was a sign that was already established, got knocked down. Can you please put it up so we don't have so that we don't have traffic accidents while people are trying to figure out how to get on to Northwest Highway? And I gotta bark. I'm barking with the city, then I'm barking with the state. I can't remember if I got federal or not. I think I just had to go state with that one. But it's aggravating. Back and forth, back and forth. And a normal person, they say, fuck it, I just don't care anymore. And then you get 10% voter turnout. You get a situation just now where the cops going by, and I used to care, and I'd be like, well, I wonder where they're headed. Now I'm just thinking, I wonder whose time they're wasting. All that flash and show, and they're probably not going to do what they're supposed to be doing. I'm that jaded or cynical against the cops. What keeps me from going full cynic? This. I had to argue with our Encore twice to get that light turned back on, but they did it. They did it. To their credit, they did it. We're cool now. think someone's sleeping in there. Let's keep going. It's just weird because like some of these license plates, they retired 20 years ago. And you can say, well, maybe they felt nostalgic. Maybe. Oh, look at that, they cleaned it. I was gonna come in here and Yeah, they cleaned it. Cool. That was driving me crazy. I wonder what made them change it. Okay. No, different guy. What was that all about? Something about, I don't know. Sending a message without knowing who the message is for. You're too stupid to give me a coherent message. So, you know, it's whatever. I'm sure someone would tell me, hey, he said that. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Good for him.